Imagine a story that feels like a dream, where the impossible is ordinary. This is the world of 100 Years of Solitude, Gabriel García Márquez's masterpiece. Set in the mythical town of Macondo, it follows the Buendía family across generations. Here, time loops and miracles are as common as rain. The novel is a cornerstone of magical realism, where magic blends seamlessly with reality. No one blinks when a woman ascends to heaven or ghosts give advice. García Márquez uses this style to reveal the strangeness and wonder of life. The story is both epic and deeply personal, exploring love, memory, and loss. Published in 1967, it became a global phenomenon, beloved for its universal themes. The Buendía family's story is a mirror for all families, full of patterns, legacies, and solitude. As you enter Macondo, expect repetition, names, events, and history circling back on itself. This isn't confusion. It's the key to the book's message. History is a circle, not a line. Prepare to witness a century of passion, magic, and solitude. The journey begins now. Welcome to Macondo. Our story begins with José Arcadio Buendía and Úrsula Iguarán, cousins haunted by a family curse. Fleeing the ghost of a man José killed, they lead a group into the jungle, searching for a new beginning. After months of wandering, José dreams of a city of mirrors. He decides to build Macondo by a clear river, a place untouched by the world. In its early days, Macondo is paradise, innocent, isolated, and full of wonder. The Buendías build the first house, and the town grows around them, but isolation fades when gypsies arrive, led by the enigmatic Melquiades. They bring magnets, ice, and marvels that seem like magic. Melquiades befriends José Arcadio, introducing him to alchemy and leaving behind mysterious parchments. These parchments, written in a strange language, contain a prophecy of the Buendía family's fate. The arrival of the gypsies connects Macondo to the wider world, and sets the family's destiny in motion. The seeds of wonder and tragedy are sown. Macondo's story and the Buendías is now written in the stars. The town's innocence will not last. The outside world is coming. The prophecy has begun. The journey of the Buendías is underway. Macondo is forever changed. José Arcadio Buendía, Macondo's founder, is a man of vision and obsession. His curiosity, sparked by the gypsies' inventions, soon becomes all-consuming. He chases alchemy, astronomy, and impossible dreams, neglecting his family and duties. Locked in his workshop, he loses touch with reality, speaking in Latin and growing violent. His family, desperate, ties him to a chestnut tree in the yard. There he lives out his days, conversing with ghosts and lost in his own mind. Even in madness, his spirit endures. He becomes a symbol of ambition and solitude. José Arcadio's journey is a warning. Obsession can isolate us from those we love. He dreamed of a perfect city but became a prisoner of his own mind. The Buendía family's fate is shaped by his brilliance and his madness. His legacy is both inspiration and caution. The tree becomes his world and the family's anchor. He is the patriarch who set everything in motion. His solitude echoes through generations. The dreamer is now a legend. Macondo remembers him as both creator and cautionary tale. The cycle of solitude begins with him. His story is the family's first prophecy. The roots of Macondo are tangled with his fate. While José Arcadio dreams, Úrsula Iguarán holds the family together. She is the practical, tireless matriarch, the heart of the Buendía clan. Úrsula builds a business, supports generations, and anchors the family through chaos. Living over a century, she witnesses Macondo's rise and fall and the repetition of family mistakes. She tries to break the cycle, warning her descendants, but her voice is often ignored. As she ages, Úrsula goes blind, yet her insight deepens. She senses what others cannot. She becomes the family's memory, keeper of secrets and sorrows. Her greatest fear is the prophecy of the pig's tail, and she fights to prevent it. Úrsula represents resilience against fate, order against chaos. She is the conscience and soul of the Buendías. Even as the family unravels, her presence endures. She is the last line of defense against the family's doom. Her life is a testament to endurance and love. Úrsula's struggle is the struggle of all who fight against destiny. She is the family's guiding light. Her warnings echo long after she is gone. The Buendía's fate is shaped by her strength. She is the heart that beats through a century of solitude. Úrsula's legacy is hope in the face of inevitable tragedy. Colonel Aureliano Buendía, the second son, is marked by solitude and foresight. Quiet as a child, he's drawn into war when politics shatter Macondo's peace. He becomes a legendary rebel, leading 32 wars and losing them all. War consumes him, leaving him numb and unable to love. He fathers 17 sons, all named Aureliano, but connection eludes him. The government hunts down and kills his sons, erasing his legacy in blood. Defeated, the colonel returns home, locking himself in his workshop to make golden fish, melting and remaking them endlessly. His life becomes a symbol of futility and repetition. The colonel's solitude is profound. He is surrounded by family, yet utterly alone. His endless wars mirror the family's cycles, struggle without resolution. He dies in obscurity, his story a warning about pride and the cost of endless conflict. The Buendía name is both legend and curse. His fate is the family's fate, trapped in cycles they cannot break. The golden fish are his only companions. His solitude is the family's inheritance. The wars end, but the loneliness remains. The colonel's story is a mirror for all who fight and lose themselves. His legacy is a lesson in the price of obsession. The cycle continues. Macondo's innocence ends with the arrival of the railroad and the outside world. Modernity sweeps in. Electric lights, telephones, and new faces transform the town. The American Banana Company arrives, buying land and building a separate foreign enclave. Prosperity comes, but at a cost: exploitation, environmental ruin, and the erasure of old Macondo. Workers, mistreated and underpaid, organize a strike for better conditions. The company and government respond with violence. Soldiers massacre thousands in the town square, erasing the event from official history. José Arcadio II survives, haunted by the memory. The massacre is denied, the bodies hidden, and the truth buried. Macondo is left with a wound that never heals. The town's magic fades under the weight of progress and tragedy. The Buendía family is marked by this loss, their solitude deepening. The Banana Company's legacy is one of exploitation and forgotten suffering. The town's innocence is gone forever. The outside world has claimed Macondo. The family's fate is now tied to forces beyond their control. The cycle of violence and denial repeats. The memory of the massacre lingers in every corner. Macondo is changed, and so are the Buendías. The past cannot be erased. The wound shapes the future. Solitude grows. In Macondo, magic is woven into daily life. Remedio's the beauty ascends to heaven while folding laundry, her innocence too pure for the world. Ghosts roam the Buendía house, offering advice and sharing memories. The past is never truly gone. The dead walk among the living. Blood flows through the streets to deliver news of death, and yellow butterflies follow lovers. These wonders aren't miracles, they're part of reality in Macondo. Magical events reveal deeper truths about love, fate, and loss. Garcia Marquez uses magic to make the family's passions and tragedies feel mythic. The extraordinary becomes ordinary, and the ordinary, extraordinary. Reality bends, but meaning deepens. The Buendía's world is larger than life. Magic is the language of their solitude. In Macondo, the impossible is always possible. The myth lives on. As time passes, the Buendía family and Macondo decay. The town is flooded for years, washing away its last prosperity. The final Buendías live in a crumbling house, surrounded by ghosts and memories. Amaranta Ursula returns, determined to revive the family, but is swept into a forbidden love with her nephew, Aureliano Babylonia. Their child is born with a pig's tail, the prophecy fulfilled. Amaranta Ursula dies and the baby is lost, devoured by ants. Aureliano Babylonia, the last Buendía, is left utterly alone. He finally deciphers Melquiades' parchments, realizing the family's entire history was foretold. As he reads, he discovers his own fate written in the prophecy. A hurricane rises, erasing Macondo and the Buendía name from the earth. The cycle is complete, the prophecy is fulfilled. The family's solitude ends in oblivion. The town and its people vanish into legend. The story closes as it began, with magic, fate, and solitude. The Buendía's legacy is a warning and a wonder. The prophecy is the family's final truth. Macondo is lost to time. Only the story remains. The wind sweeps everything away. As the hurricane erases Macondo, the story reaches its end. The Buendía family's fate is sealed. 100 years of solitude with no second chance. Time in Macondo is a circle. History repeats. Names and destinies recur. Each generation inherits the solitude and obsessions of the last. The colonel fights endless wars, the Arcadios are impulsive, the Aurelianos withdrawn. Solitude is their curse, physical and spiritual isolation. They live together, yet remain alone, trapped by pride and fate. The story is a metaphor for Latin America's history, cycles of violence, memory, and forgetting. But its message is universal. Family legacies can bless or curse us. Only love and true connection can break the cycle of solitude. The Buendia's tragedy is unforgettable, a warning to all. 100 Years of Solitude is more than a family saga, it's a myth for the modern world. The story ends, but its lessons endure. Memory and love are our only hope against solitude. The wind may erase Macondo, but the story lives on. The dream of Macondo remains in every reader's heart.